Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we are repotting one of my most special plants in my collection, which is my Fiddle fig. I feel like I haven't showed you guys an update in a while, but I'm pretty sure this pot right here that she's been in it for about a year now. So it's definitely time to pot her up. But if you've been following me for as long as I've had my channel, you would know we did start off with something that looked like this, which came from me having a Fiddle fig. It was my first Fiddle fig ever. I had switched it over from soil to leca, and it did lose all of its leaves, which every Fiddle fig that I've ever tried to propagate and transfer has always lost all of its leaves, which is how I ended up with just a branch. Slowly but surely, she started putting out the tiniest leaves, and this plant got to a point where it kind of looked like a little dwarf Fiddle fig. It was so tiny, but if I'm being honest, that was my favorite stage that my Fiddle fig was ever at. It kind of looked like a little flower. At the time, it was the cutest thing I had ever grown. And then when it started to put out bigger leaves and started getting like out of the little flower shape it was in, I was a little sad, honestly, but I was really happy that it started growing. So over the past, I would say 3 years, I think I've had this plant. I've watched it just change shape so many times and go from putting out these tiny, tiny little leaves to the leaves that we have today, which I never thought I would get back then, honestly. I even thought this plant was dying a couple times over the years because it did drop some lower leaves. This bottom stalk down here used to be a lot fuller, and now I actually have a little bit of space down here, which is honestly so cool to look at. And if you look at the little branch that we started with, it was looking more like, you know, it was looking more how the branch looks like in the middle of the tree. Because let's say I was to propagate from right here, like if I chop this plant right here, it wouldn't grow any roots. I've already tried that before if you guys been following me in a really old video. But like I said, she has been in this pot for so long. So today we are going to repot her, which I'm super excited about because we get to see what the root system's looking like. So let's get into it. Okay. Where the fuck is the pot at, bro? Okay. Stable? Okay. I'm honestly so excited. And I just figured out that this plant was my most favorite plant like 2 days ago, because I realized this is the only plant that I care about what kind of pot it's in, like for aesthetic purposes. Most of my plants are in self-watering pots, plastic pots, and just pots that aren't that aesthetically pleasing. But for my Fiddle fig, which I've worked so hard to grow this big, she gets a special pot. So if you have been following me, and don't mind my raspy voice, it's just raspy. I never shut up, I'm always talking, okay? Moving on. So if you guys really been following me, you know that I love these pots. I get these pots at Lowe's, by the way, and if you look up ceramic planters on lowes.com, you will find these pots, and they come in a bunch of different sizes. So this is the first size. What size is this though? I don't know what size this is, and I'm not about to go research it, but go to lowes.com if you want one of these pots. So freaking cute. I love these so much, only because they look so like, just look so jungly. If I could have all these pots in my collection, I would. Actually, that'd kind of be boring. So I lied. She went from this pot to one that's just a little bigger. That's what I really love too. You can get so many different sizes. And today we're potting her in this one. It does look a little bit big, but hopefully it's fine. I'm gonna keep a close eye on it. I really like these pots because they do have a plug in them, and sometimes when you buy a ceramic pot, that plug does not stay in unless you buy like a good pot. Like this pot was 20 bucks, which is, I don't spend $20 on every pot when you have 100 plants in your collection. That's a lot of money on pots. However, these ones are about 7 or 8 bucks, so I do have more of these than any other size. This size I really like. I think I'm gonna get another Fiddle fig to put in this pot because I don't know what plant I would put in this pot. I don't even know what size this is. I should probably know what size this is. I just knew I did not want to repot my Fiddle fig until I got her pot. I've honestly been dreaming about taking this plant out of the pot and checking out the root system. So let's get gloved up. We're gloved up. And I'm literally just gonna take this and start dumping it into its new pot. I'm scared because my Fiddle fig is a plant that I never flush, even though I could because like I said, they have the good plugs. But guys, I can tell this is wicked root bound because of the way the substrate is falling out, which is barely. Like, do you see how this is tipped? There's no substrate falling out. So you gotta loosen it up a little bit. Okay, we got some roots sticking up out the top, if you can see those right there. All right, let's try another pour to see if that helped. Not on the floor, please. Ew. Oh my God. That's my, oh! I almost just dropped that. Look at that. Wow, it looks so beautiful. This plant is really so special to me. I love it so much. I probably sound like such a nerd. Like, anybody who asks me about plants, just don't if you don't want me to, like, not shut up, you know? But look at this. I have to take a little sniff. It doesn't smell bad. And I never flush this plant. Or am I blind to the smell? Okay, let's get her potted up. I'm super, super excited. I have some pon and leca right here. I'm just gonna hold it while I backfill. And I need more substrate, so. Oh, there's some more in here. A little bit more. Let's use this first. I'm so excited for this plant. It's gonna get so big. Oh my God. Ew, that was juicy. Very, very juicy. I'm trying to pot it in the middle because I don't want it to be crooked, but it's kind of falling a little bit because it's not filled up all the way. Be right back.
12 seconds later.
Okay, I found a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. The issue is I need to clean substrate because it's smelling like dirty socks. Oh! Dirty socks. Okay, let's fill it up. I'm so excited. This is my most favoriteest plant now. There's a little bit of moss in here, like why? Get out of here. You guys see that? Ew. Usually I wouldn't care, but this is my fiddle leaf fig. This is my baby. I'm actually gonna top her with the fluval. Oh, why is there a ball of it right here? Let's see if it crushes up. Hold on. Did you hear that? Because if you did, it just went all over my floor. Like, was it worth it, April? Was it worth it? I'm just gonna smush it in here. And if you guys can see the top of the pot, that's what it's looking like so far. I'm really trying to hold it in the middle. Oh, let me beat it to the side a little bit. Okay, this should be good, hopefully. Let's see. Let's just see. Oh, Fidelia, you're so beautiful, wow. Definitely taking me back to the days where I used to put black sand on top of my plants. Look at my baby. That does bring me to the end of the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Etsy at Palace of Propagations and Instagram at Mother of Plants. Until my next video, bye guys. Aw, she's so cute.